Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Since 1971, these folks have been protecting the health and property of thousands of people across East Tennessee. They offer free estimates and inspections to homes and businesses. They cover everything from termites to ants to mosquitoes to bed bugs. Simply the best, Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Okay, there will be no overtime segment today, FYI. We appreciate you watching. The whole show, if you missed anything, will be posted on our website, sportsource.tv, later this afternoon by about 3 o'clock. It'll be posted on our YouTube channel about the same time. And we thank those of you outside of East Tennessee who've been watching today via Facebook Live. So spread the word there as well. All right, just a reminder. Next week we're going to be talking a lot more basketball because it's kind of you're now deep into the SEC deal. So a lot more basketball next week. And then in 2 weeks you guys will be back, depending on whether or not you are a proud father by that point or not. You're kind of sitting there. The due date's coming.
But if I get released, I'll be here with you.
If you get released, you guys will be here to cover the post-signing day in a couple of weeks. We appreciate that.
So you've made a commitment. It's just
yeah, right, yes. Verbally committed.
Yeah. Verbally committed. All right. So here's my question, though. How do you think Tennessee closes this thing down? They've got till February the 7th. So what do you think about how this team finishes up?
This is one of those old classic finishes you don't see all the time where they really it could swing one way or the other. You could strike out on all these top targets on signing day, you could get a few, you could get all of them, and it could greatly dictate where they finish. I think they end up in the top 15, but things are going so well. A lot of people on our website are asking, can they finish in the top 10? I think that might be a little bit of a stretch. Right. Take a lot of things falling their way, but I think a top 15 finish and they get at least a couple of those big names we threw out earlier.
That'd be a ticker tape parade kind of thing if you finish top 10.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah, I made a bold prediction, boldish maybe a couple weeks ago, that Tennessee will finish top 12, and that's maybe hedging a little bit off top 10. But I think, like when we had our top 5 targets, I think Tennessee gets at least a couple of those guys, 2 to 3. I think Tennessee has a really good chance at, and those are big name players. So needs, that's a very important part, but I think Tennessee gets some help in the defensive backfield and then hits the ground running for 2019.
The honeymoon is still in full go for Jeremy Pruitt. Is there anything, guys, that you think could is there a number on the rankings that it could drop to where fans start to grumble? Or do you think whatever he does this year, he's going to get a pass?
I think he's positioned himself well enough to this point going into this last stretch that I don't think there can be a whole lot of grumbling. I think he's maybe not a complete pass, but I think he's done enough already that there's not going to be pitchforks.
Yeah, and I'm thinking anywhere in the top 20 because you've got a much better feeling that these kids coming in are going to be coached up. They're going to be coached better when they get here.
Now, the realistic thing is we have no idea about that.
But I have a feeling they are.
Well, okay, you can have that. Okay. Well, all I'm saying is we've done this before with previous staffs.
Yes.
And, you know, this guy will be a good coach. And it turns out, oh, no, he's a terrible coach. And we've done that all the way back to the Fulmer staffs. That's all I'm saying.
But I think fans will share Chuck's feeling.
Chuck is a fan, and therefore we make no bones about the fact Chuck's a fan, so I'm not surprised that you think they'll be coached.
I think you had an actual football coach. You know, I don't think he had an actual
the last
football.
5 years, I don't remember you saying that Butch Jones was not an actual football coach.
I said he needed to take over his offense, and he never did it.
You should have said that on the show, that he's not an actual football coach.
I did say
You said he's not an actual football coach.
He's not an actual
So he's a gym teacher?
coach.
You're one of those guys?
No,
You're in the Clay Travis camp now?
But he couldn't take over his offense. He couldn't fix it.
Good enough. We just killed the last 20 seconds that I needed to kill. All right. Excellent. Appreciate it, Chuck, Mike, Josh, Ryan. Thanks very much for the preview and all the numbers and stuff. That gives you something to watch over the next, 10 days?
Yeah.
2 days. And then we'll recover everything after signing day. We will see you right back here next Sunday at 11 on WATE 6 for the Sports Source. Thanks so much for supporting us. We all appreciate it, even Chuck.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame with Heather Whiteside art now available.